You know, I've been on a bit of a magic kick lately. It all started with a magic show I attended for my recent birthday this past April, which reignited my fascination with illusions and sleight of hand, the energy and the surprise, the way a well-executed trick can completely blow your mind. I mean, I was hooked all over again. I started watching clips, reading articles, diving down YouTube rabbit holes filled with magicians from all eras. I mean, it wasn't long before I stumbled upon the name that defined magic today. Criss Angel, the theatrical mind freak, Penn Teller, the razor-sharp duo who blew the line between comedy and illusion, and then of course there's David Blaine, the man who seems to exist in a category all on his own. At first I thought Blaine was just another master of misdirection, but as I dug deeper, I started noticing something off. The man wasn't always relying on illusions. I mean, some of his stunts don't seem like tricks at all. I mean, look at this trick where he's regurgitating live frogs on cue, holding his breath for 17 minutes, being encased in a block of ice for nearly 3 days. These aren't just illusions, they're real, they're extreme, they're downright dangerous. This realization led me to a bigger question. Is David Blaine truly a magician, or is he something entirely different? Today we're going to explore the question by comparing two titans of modern magic, David Blaine and Penn Teller, and ask ourselves, what even is real magic anymore? So David Blaine started out as a street magician in New York. I mean, you might remember his breakout TV show special called Street Magic from 1997. Instead of putting on a glitzy stage show, he walked around the city performing up-close magic tricks for everyday people, like card tricks, levitations, mind reading, the standard stuff, all filmed raw, often with just a basic handheld camera at the time. It was revolutionary, it was fresh, it was real, it felt magical in the most grounded way possible. There was no theatrics involved, and his monotone personality really sold it word the reactions. David Blaine would just stand there completely emotionless while these people around him lost their minds. But over time, something shifted. Blaine went from magician to something more like a performance artist or modern day Houdini. Instead of hiding the method behind the trick, he started doing things that didn't require illusions at all. They were just incredibly difficult, dangerous, and real. Like being buried alive for 7 days, which is wild because now that's just a Mr. Beast video, or standing on a 100-foot tall pillar for 36 hours with no harness, or freezing himself in a block of ice for over 63 hours in Times Square, or not eating for 44 days while suspended in a glass box over the River Thames in London, or holding his breath for 17 minutes on live television. This is crazy. These aren't tricks, they're tests of human endurance, and they raise the question, if there's no deception, no illusion, then is it still magic? Well, let's take a look at one of his most talked about feats, the frog trick. On talk shows and live performances, Blaine has stunned the audience by drinking water, swallowing live frogs, and then regurgitating them at will.
If it was possible. Me too.
It's real, it's disgusting, it's something that's still awe-inspiring. But is it magic? Or consider his infamous breath-holding stunt. In 2008, on the Oprah Winfrey Show, David Blaine held his breath underwater for 17 minutes and 4 seconds, breaking the world record that wasn't a camera trick or clever editing. He actually did it live in front of a studio audience. To prepare, he trained with Navy SEALs, used pure oxygen beforehand, and he endured months of rigorous physical training. I mean, it's an astonishing human achievement, but again, it's not a magic trick, it's a biological stunt. And David Blaine doesn't deny this. I mean, he's openly said that what he does now isn't illusions. It's about pushing the boundaries of the human body. He once told Oprah, these are not tricks, these are training. So in a way, Blaine is being honest. I mean, he's not trying to fool you, he's trying to impress you. And that honestly might be the biggest twist of all. Let's contrast this with another set of magicians who have built their entire careers around the art of illusion. the great Penn and Teller. The iconic duo with the loudmouth and the mute, having been performing together since the 1970s for, 50 years now. I mean, they started in small clubs, Renaissance fairs, and off-Broadway shows before becoming Las Vegas legends. And their approach to magic couldn't be more different from Blaine. Penn and Teller are all about deception, but in a way that invites the audience to be in on the joke. Penn talks your ear off, breaking down the trick as it's happening, while Teller performs the incredible feats without saying even a single word. They'll often during the show reveal how the trick is done and then still fool you anyway with some trick. Take their famous cup and balls routine. With clear plastic cups, they literally show you every move. You can see the sleight of hand in action.
Came up with, where he takes the ball, places it in his hand, then shows it underneath the cup, then it still appears underneath the cup. Now, after he had done the American cups and balls for a while, I want to kind of zoom in and do a Penn and Teller cups and balls, which involves breaking a few rules of magic. Now, the first rule of magic is you never do the same trick twice. That you never ever do the cups and balls with clear plastic cups. We do the first ball, pretend to place in our hand, have already snuck underneath the first cup. Do the second ball, simultaneously secreted beneath the cup, put it place in our hand and show it. Do the third and final ball, pretend to place in our hand, pretend to show the cup, place it in the cup, and then secretly secrete and reveal it. Now we're all set for the second half, 3 cups all loaded, 3 balls on top. Send a ball, this is in a cup, each of the side balls, we put them away, we don't need any more, we have 3 duplicates. Send a cup and come over here. This is not juggling. This is called misdirection. For look over here, tells us his final ball under, 1 more to the side, and of course for the finish, it's an American baseball right there.
They literally show you every move. You can see the sleight of hand in action, and yet they still manage to surprise you. It turns the whole idea of magic on its head. The magic isn't in the trick, it's in the mystery and the technique, the storytelling and the entertainment value. I mean, even their most dangerous looking tricks like the bullet catch are illusions. No real bullets, no real danger, just masterful choreography and misdirection. Teller has said, yes, I know it's surprising that he said something, he talks when he's not performing. Magic is the most honest profession. A magician promises to deceive you, and then he doesn't. And that philosophy is at the heart of their act. Where David Blaine strips magic down to its raw human endurance, Penn and Teller build it up with layers of wit, irony, and craft. Blaine performs on the audience. The spectacle is about what his body can endure, whereas Penn and Teller perform for the audience. The spectacle is about how cleverly they can deceive you and make you laugh while doing it. So here's the kicker. Penn and Teller sometimes reveal their secrets on purpose, not to ruin the trick, but to make it even more fascinating. They want you to see the gears turning behind the curtain. They believe that understanding the trick doesn't make it any less magical. Sometimes it makes it more so. So when we ask, what is real magic? Well, I'm really asking, is magic about doing the impossible or making the impossible look real? David Blaine does the impossible, or at least the improbable, by transforming his body into a tool of astonishment. I mean, his magic is visceral, raw, and often uncomfortable to watch. It's not about deception, it's about discipline. Whereas Penn and Teller make the impossible look real through performance, psychology, and illusions. Their magic is clever, playful, and intellectually satisfying. It's not about risk, it's about revelation, and maybe that's the answer. Maybe real magic isn't one thing. Maybe it's a spectrum. You have the extreme physical feats of David Blaine that make you question what's humanly possible. And the other, you have the carefully crafted illusions of Penn and Teller that make you question what you just saw. So magic is about wonder. Whether it comes from a card trick or a death-defying stunt, the goal is the same. I mean, to make us believe, even for just a moment, that the impossible is possible. But there's something deeper going on here too. David Blaine makes us confront the limits of the human body. His feats aren't just performances, they're visceral challenges to what we think is humanly possible. I mean, he forces us to consider, how far can someone really push themselves? Is it more magical to trick the eye or to challenge biology, physics, and sanity itself? Watching Blaine isn't always fun in the traditional sense. I mean, Sometimes it's tense, it's stressful, it's worrying, uncomfortable, disturbing. But in that discomfort, we have awe, right? In the end, it is kind of magic. Penn and Teller, on the other hand, make us confront the limits of our perception. Their brand of magic doesn't push their bodies to the brink, it pushes the ideas. They challenge our assumptions, they tease our logic and remind us how easily we can be fooled. But it's never malicious, right? It's an invitation to enjoy the ride. Their magic says we're lying to you, but we're doing it beautifully. And if you pay attention, you might just learn something about how the world works. Blaine might leave you shaken in awe of the power of the human will. Penn and Teller might leave you laughing and questioning everything you think you know. So maybe magic isn't a narrow definitive. Maybe it's about tricks or danger or deception. Maybe magic is just that makes us stop, stare, and say, how is that even possible? And if that's the case, then David Blaine is a magician. So are Penn and Teller. They're just working different kinds of wonders. And that, my friends, is real magic. And thank you so much for watching till the end of this video. I'm very happy if you come to watch the end of this video. At this point, as I'm releasing this video, I'm about to hit 500 subscribers. My next goal is 1,000. If I can hit 1,000, that would be amazing. And then after that, 10,000. We're gonna keep growing, hopefully. Share this video, like this video, subscribe, comment, leave all that. What's a topic you want me to cover? Is there anything you want me to cover? Anything you want me to talk about? Let me know. That's all I got for you guys. Peace.